First of all, congratulations. You only played 12. You only played 12, and any win's a good win. We want to make sure they understand you only play 12 games. You're only guaranteed 12 games, and every time you win one, it should be a celebration. Yesterday we won, and that's a good thing, all right? That's a good thing. So nobody should be walking around here hanging their head over a win. Does everybody understand that? All right? We'll learn some lessons. I'll take learning lessons from a win over a loss any day. We really wanted to stress the positive with the win over SMU. Then the second thing is you got to learn from your mistakes. And we didn't play great. We played fine. We played okay, good enough to win, but we didn't play great. Let's go through kind of what the positives and negatives were from yesterday. Let's talk about positives first. All right. We capitalized on 3 out of the 4 turnovers the defense gave us. We got 3 touchdowns on 4 turnovers. That was a very good job.
He's gonna look at everything. He's gonna analyze it. He's gonna study it. It's important to him, and he lives it himself.
We were perfect in the red zone. We were 5 for 5. 5 opportunities in the red zone, 5 touchdowns. That was good. Thought we were good in the passing game. All right, we threw the ball pretty well. Our protection, we had some lapses in techniques, but we caught the ball okay. We had 370 yards. We only had 1 turnover, and it was on a quarterback sneak. Okay, if we don't turn the ball over, we won't lose any games. All right, you can write that. You can take that and write it down. Thought our 2-minute execution was really good. We went 80 yards in 1:23. They came as 14-0. They get us a touchdown. We answered it, bang. And that was probably the biggest drive we had in the game. Make it 21-7, go 80 yards in a 1:23. So those are all the positives. You're constantly battling. You want to make sure they understand what positives they did in the game, but also you want to show them, hey, this is where we can get better. The negatives, I didn't think we started the game very good. We didn't produce on that opening drive. We need to score points when we get the ball first. Run game was totally not productive. I thought we were soft.
He's very detailed, very precise in how he looks at everything, and he breaks things down very precisely. So it's real nice to have somebody coach you up that way and to see the game from that perspective.
We did not finish the game.
I think they can go back and look at that we were that close numerous times to where we could finish a drive. And the result of us not finishing it was based upon not attention to detail.
All right, we had a drop on an arc on the first one. Okay, we had a drop on a dig route that could have put it out of the way. We had 2 other drops that really hurt us. We were 0 of 3 on 4th down. And then the last time, we had too many hits on the quarterback. We had 7 hits and 2 sacks. Okay, and I'll give you this. Those first 3 guys that they played were pretty good up front. You try to make it as constructive as possible, but we need to correct those mistakes and hopefully get better as we go. Okay, we've got a lot to learn. There's some really good film. Okay, you guys that I called out that are older guys. Okay, you got to see it. All right, I'm not sitting there making up. I'm not calling you out just to call you out. All right, you're going to see it on film, and you're going to be embarrassed also. If there's a dispute, if a kid wants to argue, say, well, I did this way, or I did go hard. Well, you say, well, no, you didn't. And you can say, well, let's go in and watch it. When you come in, video evidence doesn't lie.
We call it the big eye in the sky. Once we start watching the film that was filmed at the game, we film it from several different angles. They can, there's no excuses.
Watch your film, take constructive criticism. We did some really good things. We did some really bad things, all right? But the good deal is we're 1-0. We got a chance to get to 2-0, all right? But we need to get a lot better this week, all right? Go to your position.
4 in the box, and we can't gain 2 yards on the zone. We're having to bounce it outside. We should be taking these guys and putting them on roller skates.
Only thing to be cautious of, Lyle, and you get away with it here fine because the guy doesn't break at you. But you're too high and you're too late breaking down. See right there, you never break down really till you get up to him. If he were to break it right now and go right now, take off, you're too high, your legs are together, and he's going to run right by you. You won't be ready for him.
You don't realize what you do. You're into the game and you're doing what comes to you. So it's good to watch film and realize what you did wrong so you can correct it for the next game.
There's a lot to be learned after a game by watching the film. You come in and you find those things that you messed up on, those the few steps that you were wrong on, the fake that you were wrong on, where your eyes weren't at.
Yeah, it's a nice job moving in the pocket. Good job keeping 2 hands on the ball. Look, throw the go route, and you look like you were going to. Why didn't you? I wanted to see what they did well, and like with Taylor in this SMU game, he made some really good throws. I wanted to stress with him. I thought that he'd made big-time improvement in his pocket awareness. Moving in the pocket, having better ball security. moving up and making throws. So I really wanted to stress the positive with him, but I also wanted to show him there's some instances where he should have made some better plays.
People see Coach Willis as being which he's very intense. He's a fiery type guy.
They run that jailbreak screen. I know right now. I'm seeing that. Come on, damn stack.
But the thing about it is, Coach Willis is a student of the game. And most of all, he's a teacher. He's a great teacher. And that's what he does, you know, the day after the game.
So don't tell me it cannot be done. Don't tell me it can't be done. We line up and we find a way to get it done.
It was a lot to learn from yesterday's film, game film. Again, it was the first game, so we got used to a lot of how the game is going to be.
All right, this play, you know what? It's not for you. You can get it if you do the right thing, but right now, I got to dig out the gap.
We're a fundamental team. You know, we're going to ask them to play hard and be fundamentally sound. And if you do that, you've got a great chance to play together.
Just do your job. Nothing more, nothing less. Do your job.
You know, we always, pull the good and the bad out of the film. We take the plays out of it that first of all, we need corrections on. Because, your opponents are watching the same film. Our kids need to understand that.
We'll open ourselves up for a lot of bad stuff to happen. Because people are going to pull this film out, and what are they going to say about us versus run? Can't stop it. And why are they going to say we can't stop the run? Because we're not physical.
So we always go back and look at the film and go through the entire process of the game and kind of replay the game in a situation to find out why we made the mistake and how to fix it.
Coach Willis in the film room, man, he's first of all, he's a very smart coach. He picks up things. He picks up just overall, just real smart. He knows the game.
You got good coverage right now. Now I got to pull the ball down. Now I got 2-on-1 out here, which we all ask for. So all we want is 2-on-1.
The eye in the sky does not lie. So that's one thing that you have to realize that, a lot of times kids, for different reasons. Some of them really don't remember. Some of them can't tell you what just happened. Some of them can't tell you why things happen. Others can see things that way, but the visual part of it is very huge for us. Kids learn better, I learned with not only doing it, but seeing it, and then doing it again.
You think you did better on a play, or you think you did worse, and you watch it on film, and it's the opposite of what you think. So, I mean, you got to watch the film, and that'll tell you the truth.
Now, we can go back and look at it again and kind of slow it down and reevaluate and reassess our decisions, our judgment calls. Should I have called that this time? Should I have pressured this time? Should I have played more coverage in this situation? So those are things that, going back and watching the game film that we also learn from. We're all learning and we're all growing, and week by week, you can't be perfect. We're striving to be that way, of course, but those are things for a coach also that we use, and it comes to handle.
All right, let's break up with coach.
Right here, we get pushed back. He got to have more penetration right there. We'd be okay. He can't, he can't chase the stick if we're getting knocked so dang far right there. He ought to be rolling it right here. We'd be in pretty good shape.
All right, what y'all playing, bracket? We too, look at us. We too fast, right? Bounce, bounce here, Frank. Bounce, bounce. We need you in the run game.
He'll tell you how it is, but I mean, that's how I like it. I don't want any sugarcoating anything, so he'll tell you how it is and get you corrected on it.
We try to make all the corrections, and once we're finished watching that film, that game's done, over with. This game's over with. We're working now towards New Mexico. Everything's behind us. We're looking forward. I think the teams that focus quicker on the next opponent, win or lose, are the teams that are going to have the most success.